This is Pretty Unhinged.
I forgot to say that with you.
1, 2, 3. This is Pretty Unhinged.
Yeah, you better. Yeah, you better.
Hey, pretty people.
Hello.
Welcome to the first episode of Pretty Unhinged. I'm Tolú.
And I'm Jillian. And this is our very first episode. So we are just live from the group chat.
Yep. Everybody has that group chat with 3 people where you got like the crazy ass name. Y'all just be talking the craziest stuff. This is her. Her is she. And you are going to be the third to our little trio. So without further ado, let's get this
Get
poppin'.
into it. I feel like we need to start by telling people like how we know each other, like what's the lore of our
That's
friendship.
true.
I had Tolú on my podcast, not this podcast, because this is the podcast.
Yeah. She had a podcast.
So I had Tolú on my podcast.
When I was going to the freaking interview, here's the thing with me. I am chronically not on time. Like, and she's a work in progress and I'm working on progressing, but I'm chronically just not on time, right? So I showed up late to Jillian's podcast and literally, here's how I knew we were going to be friends, because I showed up late and she did not give me shit about it. Like, I was calling you on my way to mind you, I'm new to LA.
It's just like
I'm
Mario
driving-
Kart whipping
No,
through traffic.
literally. I was
Yeah.
driving like a bat out of freaking hell. LA has all these hills. Like, you go up, you go down. So I'm going like a cute little 55 miles an hour, just trying to speed over there.
I feel like when we're just together, and that's why our podcast name
chaos.
just makes so much sense. It's absolutely unhinged.
It's literally the most unhinged shit that you could think of, just from 2 pretty bitches.
So Tolú shows up in this one-piece cheetah outfit, which
Jumpsuit,
was
romper.
iconic to say the least.
It was this.
Oh my gosh,
you
here we
guys,
are.
this is it.
Oh, and the nip is basically
the nip
out.
is slipping.
The nip is basically. I had to edit and re-edit this shit so many times because this nip,
My nipple wanted to say, "Hey, girl,"
and like the boobs are great. Like, you have
Good.
amazing tits,
Thank
but
y'all.
there is a time and place, and that was not one of them.
Not
but
the place or the time.
I had no idea she was popping in and out of frame. I wish I mean, obviously I wasn't like staring at your tits.
You should have.
And then we had a makeup debacle.
Oh my gosh. Let me tell you about how, Jill, I love you, but she was such a fake ass bitch. Let me tell
I
you
was
guys.
not. I was not a fake ass bitch. One, because I just met you. And two, it did not look that bad.
Let me tell them the lore. Okay, you guys. So again, I'm running late, driving like a bat out of hell. Finally made it to this. Did not have my lips on. Went into my freaking purse. I had left my lipstick and my lip gloss in the car. The car was parked like 3 blocks down. So I was like, okay, I'm already late. I don't have time to walk 3 blocks in heels. So Jillian, can I just borrow some lip gloss? First mistake. And then Jillian's so sweet. She's like, yeah, of course. So she hands me this like bubblegum pink, like, this is like the lightest. It's not even bubblegum. Bubblegum is too dark. This is like the lightest, like pale, ashy pink gloss. And I was looking at it in the tube like, girl, I don't know if this gonna work. But she's like, no, yeah, it'll be fine. I love it all the time. Use it. Okay, fine. I used it. I put it on my lips, y'all. I looked like crackhead Larry. Like, is that the Dave Chappelle, whatever his name was? I looked like a freaking crackhead. Like, I was tweaking. And then I go, Jillian, I don't think this lip gloss looks good. She looks at me and she goes, no, you look great.
Okay, why is my voice 10 optics higher than it actually is, bitch? And no, it did not look that bad.
Honestly, I think it would have been better if I just licked my lips real good, like, or maybe go got me a piece of chicken, rubbed some grease
Not a
on
piece
it.
of fried chicken.
No, I didn't say it was fried.
Well, what other chicken has grease?
She could have been grilled,
Okay,
bitch. Rotisserie.
Okay, fine. A fucking glazed rotisserie chicken. Shut the fuck. Don't try to get me
That
canceled.
reminds me of-
10 minutes into this episode, I'm not about to get canceled.
That
face.
reminds me of speaking of chicken, remember the crackhead from Panda Express when we were trying to get orange chicken?
Okay, the other night, you guys, we were getting fried, or we were getting
Again, we weren't getting fried chicken. I don't know where this is.
Did I take an edible before this? I'm not sure. I might
Should
have.
you?
I should have, actually. We were getting Panda Express, as one does.
As one does.
We're walking there, and this crackhead runs up to us, and he's trying to tell us, this was his leading line. He said, the world is ending. What did he say?
No, he's like, we're all in a matrix. They want to torture us endlessly.
It was so insane. I'm like, let me get the fuck out of here. I'm beelining to the door. This bitch stays.
No, respectfully, only because this was a different kind of crackhead. You know what I mean? Like, he had this binder. It was like a 4-inch, and y'all in school, you know the 4-inch binders. It was a 4-inch binder falling off the bone with notes. He had Post-its, sticky notes, like this was a full brief. And this dude was saying we're in a matrix. They want to torture us endlessly until we die. So I was like, okay, so he got notes. It looked like he know what he was talking about just a little bit. Yes, is he a crackhead? Probably. But he's a crackhead with notes. And I just wanted to be privy to all the information because you know what? We could be in a matrix and a bitch don't know.
See, this is how you know when you found a real one because they won't let you talk to crackheads. Yeah. 2, well, I guess they might let you look like a crackhead with the pink lipstick. But me and Tolú were just talking the other day and we're like, it's like, okay, we haven't known each other for... How long have we known each other?
It's been almost a year now, friend.
Almost a year. But I feel like I've known you for so much longer.
It feels like a lifetime.
And you just have those certain friends that are fast friends where something just clicks. There's certain friends of mine where like I've known them for years, but then there's other ones where I'm like, oh my God, I met you. And we're just like soul ties. Soul connections.
Yeah, soul ties are not good.
Oh, soul ties are not good.
No, they're bad.
Oh, okay, not a soul tie, but like a soul connection.
Soul sister.
Soul sister.
Hey, soul sister.
Hey, that Mr. What does that song even mean? Like, you really think about that song? Like, what are you fucking talking about?
I always thought that he was singing to a black woman. So in my mind, I was like, yeah. He obviously got him a piece of hot chocolate. He wrote her a song. Just wanted to, serenade a bad bitch.
That song really took the storm. Or
no,
took the
storm.
You guys, I promise you we're not on drugs.
So let's get into it. I knew we were going to be friends?
Yes. Tell me.
You know how I knew we were going to be friends? I showed up late to the to our interview and Jillian did not give me a bitch fit about this. Let me just run it back real quick so people understand. When it comes to friendships, I feel like here is the marker of if this is going to be a friendship that survives. If you can recognize each other's fatal flaw and you can deal with that, and like that's something that you could just continue to deal with, I feel like that is the true marker of if y'all are gonna be friends forever. My fatal flaw is the fact that I don't be on time.
Yeah.
Or what do you think is my fatal flaw?
No, the bitch is late. 25, 6, 7, 8.
25, 8 is crazy. But true.
Tolú will never show up on time, but will she look amazing? Yes. Will she show up with good vibes? Yes. Will she show up with Miss Hennessy? Yes.
But will she show up on time?
No, probably not.
9 out of 10.
Like today. We were supposed to start at 9 a.m.
Whoa, wait.
Yeah, we're calling your
not too embarrassing me in front of my new friends.
We were supposed to start at 9 a.m. I think we started at like 2. But it is very true that if you can really understand like the good and the ugly side of your friends,
especially the ugly, I feel like, because the good, when someone is good, like it's easy to accept the good. The bad, that's what breaks a friendship. You recognize like the worst thing about someone and you know that you can accept that and deal with it, then you're just dealing with all the goodness.
What do you think my fatal flaw is?
Ooh, your number one fatal flaw to me is the fact that this bitch will not be listening to you. She will sit here and she is really good at like pretending like she's actively listening, but like her ADHD brain just be all over the place. And I know that Jillian is not listening to me. She'll be nodding her head. She's nodding the fuck out of her head, but this girl didn't hear the last 3 words that came out of my mouth.
No, when it's either yes. This bitch knows me.
Yes, I do.
But it's either that or it's like a delayed. I would say that is a really good fatal flaw.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not saying it's a good fatal flaw, but that's a good one.
Honestly, I feel like it is a good fatal flaw because there could be worse shit that someone can do. Like you could be a worse bitch, and I thank you for not being that.
What's like the worst type of friend that you've ever had?
For me specifically, the worst type of friend that I had, it was this, and here's what it is. It was this girl that I took her as a friend. Like I was a friend to her, but she wasn't a friend to me. Whenever it came time for her to do friend things and show up for me like a friend should, she was always missing in action. This was when I was working my 9 to 5. This is before TV. I was just a marketing manager, right? This girl called me at 10:30 p.m. 10:30 in the PM on a Tuesday. She basically needed my help with a photo shoot. Like she needed like a video assistant or lighting assistant, whatever. And I'm like, okay, this is my friend. This is her passion. Like, and this is one of her biggest clients. So I was like, she done called everybody else and let me just be there for her, right? So I went, like drove, and she lived like 30 minutes from me. So I drove 30 minutes, went out of my way, like helped her out, did everything cool. Now it comes time. I needed her help with something, bro. I needed someone to pick me up from the airport because if you know an Uber to and from the airport, it's like $100. I asked her, and I know that she wasn't working. I knew that she was available. I was like, hey, can you please pick me up from the airport? This girl said to me, the airport is too far. She literally said, she was like, Tolú, why would you call me when you know that the airport is like 45 minutes from me? And I said, well, why would you like?
Did I not just clock into
literally
a shift for
30
you?
I drove 30 minutes at 10:30 p.m. on a Tuesday. So I want to say that is the worst kind of friendship that I've ever had, and the worst kind of friendship that I feel like anyone can have, because genuinely I feel like there's nothing worse than when you're a friend to someone and they're not a friend to you. Like those unbalanced friendships, those are so detrimental.
You have your friends and then you have your airport friends. Like those are the real friends. Like you will take me, especially like in LA, like going to LAX, that is a whole journey in itself. The friends that will show up for you when there's no benefit for them. There's no positive, like they're not getting anything out of it. Like taking a friend to the LAX is a bitch and a half. But if you're going to do that, I know that you are a ride or die and you're a real one. I had something similar like that happen to me where I had a friend come to my birthday and I did so much for their birthday. Like got them a gift, spent all this money. Birthdays will
really show you who is there for you and who's not.
Birthdays and weddings.
Birthdays,
in the airport.
Weddings in the airport. That will tell you who's really your friend and who's not.
No, it really will.
What happened on your birthday?
So I did so much for their birthday.
I'm already about to be mad.
Gifts, drinks, like.
For their birthday.
Right. So for my birthday, nothing was reciprocated. I
hate this.
And they barely showed up on time. And it was almost like it was like a task on the list of things that they had to do that day. And mind you, like I am someone, I get so emotional during my birthday. Like I will cry on my birthday. I will reflect. Like I just get the week leading up to it. I don't know. Everything just feels so heightened. And I'm like, did I do enough this year? Am I like doing enough with my life? Like you just take inventory of like everything. So it was probably heightened. It's crazy. Like I can be mad at you, but I guess I put you in a box of being like one of my best friends. You didn't put yourself there. So I need to then check myself. And I know now moving forward that I wouldn't get you a really nice gift. I got him a Labo candle. Okay. For bitches that know, those are like $90 candles.
You got him a $90 candle?
I know.
Candle?
Which is like so dumb anyways. Like why?
Does it bring back like people from the dead? Like I'm confused as to why this candle is $90.
It smells fucking amazing. A Labo, sponsor us.
Okay, Labo. Period.
We're not even friends anymore. That was a huge part of it.
Respectfully, because birthdays are such a big fucking deal.
Huge.
I feel like any other holiday, whatever, like shit, you could say Merry Christmas to me. You couldn't. I really don't care. Birthdays?
I'm saying.
Birthdays to me is the one time of year where like this is to celebrate you. Like the day you slid out your mama coochie or however. Or if you're a C-section, baby, however you got here, test tube, whatever, the day you dropped onto this earth, that is the one day to celebrate you. Like birthdays, I take that so seriously, and how people show up on your birthday, I take that very seriously.
I take it so personal.
Yeah, no, and that's why I'm glad that like I'm sad that happened to you, but like I can relate to it because I have birthday depression every year, but we're not going to talk about that. We'll talk about that another time. Yeah, but that's a lesson that a lot of girls and women need to understand. That's why you already know where I'm going with this because we've talked about this. That's why I strongly believe that there should be tiers of friendships. Just speaking to any girlfriend in general, I feel like we always talk about friend issues like, oh my God, I did this for them. I did that for them. They didn't do this for me. They didn't do that for me. And I think the disconnect is because a lot of women are not recognizing who is a friend and who is not. I feel like we are in a culture or in a society where we're so quick to give that label of friendship, especially to people who don't deserve it or who have not shown themselves to be a friend to you. You meet somebody off the street. Oh, that's my friend. No.
Yeah.
Just because you know someone does not mean that they need to be a friend. I feel like we need to bring back associates, bring back acquaintances. Like, there should be tiers of friendships. Like, for me, look, I'm gonna tell y'all how I do it, right? Because I can count on one hand how many friends I have. There's acquaintance. And acquaintance is like, I know you, I've seen you, and we may say hi if we're at a party. Cool. Then there's associate. Now, an associate is someone that you associate with. We frequent the same circles. We maybe know the same people. I see you at a function. We may have a small conversation, go on about our day. Mm-hmm. That's an associate, right? Then there's friends. Now, when I've put you onto this level of friendship, like, okay, now I recognize that you are one of my people. You are a friend now, right? You've graduated from associate. And then after friend, you have your close friends. Mm-hmm. Now, these are people that like you will tell like maybe some secrets to, like some shit that you wouldn't feel comfortable just telling a friend or anything lower than that. You tell your close friends. And then after close friend, big bitch on the top is best friend. And there can only be one. There can only be one best friend. But I feel like once people get comfortable recognizing that not everybody that you know or that you associate with has to be a friend, then we would be better off. Like, then I feel like that sets the expectation of, okay, this is what, based upon how I feel our relationship is, or the label title that I've given our relationship, this is how I show up in our relationships. And also, this is what I would expect from you. So if I know that like we are associates, right? Like we maybe go to the same functions, or like we frequent the same place, have the same hobby, or I see you in the gym, we may have a short conversation. I'm not going to call you to pick me up from LAX airport.
Right.
I'm not going to expect you to send me a soliloquy of a birthday note. I'm not going to expect you to fly to my destination wedding because you are my associate, right?
Right.
And now if I've placed you in the tier of a friend, now I put more expectations on you, right? But also on the flip side, I too have more expectations for how I show up for you as your friend. Mm-hmm. And I feel like once women recognize this, we will save ourselves a lot of heartbreak and a lot of I don't understand. I was such a good friend to her and she wasn't a good friend to me. Yeah, babe, because you are a friend to her. She's not a friend to you. Mm. You need to preserve your energy, protect your space. Like, because I could speak for myself, like, the person that I am, and sorry to go on this long monologue, but like the person I am, how I show up, like, okay, so my number one love language, like how I show love, is acts of service. That's just how I feel like this is my best way of showing the people around me that I love them. Acts of service. Now, if you're an acts of service person, like that's how you show your love, that is so energy consuming, time consuming, because you're constantly like, you want to do things, like actually do things for the people that you love. Yeah. So if I recognize that this is how I show my love, I'm going to be a lot more stingy with who I'm giving my love to, because that's the easiest way to overexert yourself. Now you going around acting in service for everybody and their mama and bitches who don't even deserve it.
I think once you start using the tier system, everything really does fall a little bit more into place. And you won't get your feelings hurt because you know where people are. You put them in the boxes and you put them in the categories that they need to be in. Like for me, I have my associates. I have, is that how you say that word?
Yeah, associates.
Why did it sound so weird when it came out of my mouth? I don't know. Hi, spelling 101. English, hello. And then I have the close friends, or like my friends are just basically friends, close friends for me. And then I have best friends.
Oh, you have 3.
And once you get demoted off the island, you are not coming back. Girl, your final rose is revoked.
When I have demoted you, I have demoted you. Like okay, that's another thing, right? Because I give so much to my relationships that once I feel like you are not deserving of all the effort that I give, or if I feel like it's not reciprocated, or if I just genuinely, I don't fuck with you no more, right? And I demote you down to associate or acquaintance level respectfully. Once I've unfriended a person in real life, you're unfriended, like dead ass. Like, you know how people like, have you ever had like those people you're not friends with anymore, but they're constantly watching your story?
The secret followers.
Yeah, bro. Could never be me.
No.
Because when I don't fuck with somebody anymore, I will give you a cute little soft block where I don't block you, but I will
mute.
Yeah, I'll mute your stories, mute your posts. I don't want to see you. I don't even want like an inkling of your existence anymore.
Yeah.
That's with me. But wait, I gotta touch on this. You talked about your tears. There's like a collective best friends.
Yeah. Okay, for me, I feel like my best friends are a group. Like, I don't have one best friend. Everybody has their strengths and weaknesses. So my top friends are like my Avengers.
I feel like you can only have one best friend.
But I feel like that's so drama. Like, you're acting like this is literally like America's Next Top Model.
No, because it is. Actually, no, it's not. It's Dance Moms. There's a pyramid, and there can only be one top bitch on the pyramid.
JoJo is
JoJo
Siwa's
going through it.
Karma's a bitch.
Quick little tangent. Like, aw, I feel so bad. Did you see her on Big Brother?
Yeah, but she like kind of cheated on her girlfriend. So
yeah, but I feel like she's going. My whole thing is people forget that JoJo's like what? She's like 20.
She is so young.
She's so young, and she's growing up in the public eye.
Know.
This is some shit, you know. She's still like figuring out her sexuality, like who is she, what does she want, what does she like. So navigating through that while you're under a microscope is so crazy. So I give her that grace. Like, as her partner, is that something I would want to see? No. I feel so bad for her partner, because we've all done some dumb shit and made some stupid mistakes, but we've had privilege of it just being around our little inner circle.
Close friends. Yeah. Shit.
Anyway.
JoJo
motherfucking Siwa.
But no, I just think I get what you're saying. I understand that there can be just one best friend, but I also think that you can have multiple.
I would consider that a close friend. So
yeah,
I would be
okay.
like, I have close friends of every little demographic, but then my best friend is like the person that I consider the overarching best of all the baddies. You have to have like, and this is why it's so important to me to have like one singular best friend, and it has to match, because I can't be your wife if you're not my husband, and vice versa.
Okay, I get that.
Like, there has to be an exclusivity, because again, there are certain privileges that are afforded to just your best friend. This is gonna sound so bad, but you know when they say your secret is safe with me?
Yeah.
And my best friend.
Oh, for sure.
Do you do that too?
100%. I know any bitch that says that they don't spill all the tea that they hear to their best friend. You have to have one person.
And you said how many people?
Okay, bitch. You do have to have one friend that you go, hey, I'm gonna tell you something. Don't tell anybody else. But yes, everybody spills tea to their best friend.
Yeah.
Okay. Then maybe I'm a hypocrite. Maybe, I don't know, but I do feel you can have multiple best friends, and I will stand.
Wait, you don't have like a this is your, like, of all your best friends, of all your besties, you don't have like,
I guess I do have my one friend that I will tell anything to.
That's your best friend.
Okay.
That is your best friend. And then everyone else, I say this, you can have multiple besties, like, hey, it's my bestie, hey, bestie.
Right.
Like, you can have multiple besties, but there is one best friend, and it's in the title. Of all your friends, this person is the best.
Okay.
For you.
Okay.
So you have a best friend. Yeah.
Damn. Okay. We really worked that one out.
Or what do y'all think? Let us know. Like, is best friend an exclusive title, or, you know, can you be polyamorous with your friendships? Like,
I know. I feel like I'm a little poly, because I wouldn't want my shit getting aired out. Like, I know when I spill something to somebody, I know that it's probably going to like one or two more people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and your best friend should be
the game of life.
Like, that's a vault. If I'm telling you as my best friend, like, oh, bitch, let me tell you some shit I just heard. That is it.
It's a lock and key.
You can't go and tell your best friend, because, bitch, we talking.
Yeah.
We are conversing already. It's a lock. It's a key. It's a vault. It's done. That's why I don't really trust a person that has like so many friends, because I just feel like it's very unsustainable. Like, how can I trust you if you are just so free with your trust
and your energy
and your time, and just like
it just like shows me you're a little immature. I don't know if that's a bad thing to say, but I think people who have so many friends, it's like, yo, like slow the fuck down. Like I know so many people, especially like in the scene, like there's someone I'm thinking about. I'm sending it to you telepathically.
Oh, is that bitch?
No, but when you are a friend to everyone, you're a friend to no one. I can't trust you if you're everywhere.
Exactly.
Because then I'm like, shit, you're like, you can go
trust
put this on CNN tonight.
Not CNN
I don't want that.
tonight.
Not CNN tonight.
Better
than Fox News.
I 1000% agree. I feel like if your trust is just so easily given to anybody, that makes me nervous, because I feel like you don't have very good discernment. Or you're a people pleaser, which is also dangerous. As a recovering people pleaser myself, I innately don't trust someone if they have like, you got like 50 friends, bitch. I don't even know 50 people.
I don't even know 50 people. Like you were saying earlier, 5 friends.
No, literally 5.
I think less than that for me. But
I got my core.
I think the older you get too, like if you're doing things right, your circle should be slowly getting smaller.
You should be refining as you
always
get
refining
older.
Like one of my hot takes is date your friends. Like is this working? No, it's not. We're gonna have to break up. Like you need to like check your inventory.
I agree.
Because if your group is not thriving,
they're not grouping.
If it's not grouping, it's just like
no, I love that you said that.
Recheck
date
yourself.
Your friends.
Date them.
Did y'all catch that? Like y'all need to clock that. Date your friends, because I treat my friendships like relationships. Like my girls are my man. Like I'm not even joking. Like Jillian knows firsthand.
I get princess treatment with Tolú.
That part.
I'm not kidding.
If I'm giving you all of this and doing all of that, and you're just take, and I'm not getting an ROI. I went to business school, bitch. If I'm not getting a return on my investment, then what the fuck are we doing? And I feel like that's why so many people have like they go through these friend heartbreaks, because you think that, okay, now this person's my friend. Now that's a locked in title for the rest of the
Ooh, yeah. Like that's so like what you hold on, I had something really good. Let me cut you off and then have nothing to fucking say. Okay. Oh, yes. Okay.
Break up with your...
See, this is...
They can't be forever.
They can't be forever. And it's okay when friendships end. And I think that if you've known someone forever and they've been your best friend since you're 2 years old, you have to rock with that person. Absolutely not. Sometimes people's tickets will expire, and that's okay. And it's a really hard pill to swallow. Like, I released one of my friends. Like,
released is crazy.
Like
she's a dove. I release you.
You don't get my final rose. Okay. But yeah, so I had to let go of a friend, and we've been friends since I think sophomore year of high school.
Damn.
Yeah, like we'd been through like a lot together, the ups and downs, but it felt so fake and it felt so unauthentic. Yeah. And it felt like I was almost clocking into a job. Like having to text her felt like a chore. Ooh. Having to hang out, I was like having to prep my energy. When you have to like mentally prepare yourself to hang out with a friend,
you already know.
And it's sad because it's like, oh, I've known this person forever. But I think we all have experiences like that where it's like, just because you've known someone for a certain amount of time doesn't give them the right and privilege to be in your life forever. And it doesn't make you a bad person if you no longer align with friends either.
Yeah, I think I felt the things that don't serve you.
Exactly. I felt really bad about it, but I'm also like, as I'm growing, we're not going in the same path, and that's okay. It doesn't mean my path is bad, your path is bad. Like, you know, we're just different. If you're the same bitch you were last year, you're doing something severely fucking wrong. Yeah. And I think it's okay to
because some people are here for a reason. Some people are here for a season. Like, and when their season has ended, their season has ended. As you evolve into the different phases of who you're going to be, like, it's just natural with evolution. Some things fall off. Like, even a rocket ship. Ooh, let's you know, because Elon Musk is sending bitches into space and whatnot.
Wait, that's not Elon Musk. It's Jeff Bezos. Oh. Same fucking thing, basically.
Same difference. Yeah. But yeah, Jeff Bezos is sending bitches into space and whatnot. But like, think of it like a rocket ship, right? Yeah. A rocket ship starts off with all its parts, right? But as it enters into the different parts of the atmosphere, the stratosphere, the whatever spheres, different parts of the rocket falls off in order to accommodate the new environment that it's inside of. Like, if those parts didn't fall off, then the rocket would just fall from the sky. So think of your life, think of yourself as a rocket ship. As you're entering into those new spaces, those uncharted territories, certain people, certain things have to fall off in order for you to continue to soar. And that's why I always say, if you are not helping me elevate to the person that I'm supposed to be, then you're essentially just an anchor at my feet holding me down. Because I never want to continue being the woman that I am at current. I always want to optimize and be better. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that's one of my core reasons for friendship. Like, I look at my friends like these are my collaborators. These are people that are going to help grow me and move me to the places that I want to go to. And not necessarily like, oh, bitch, who are your connections? Like, who can you connect me with? But no, I mean, like you, for example, if I need to like think some shit through, like, because I'm an overthinker. I'm a big overthinker. And Jillian's also a little bit of an overthinker, but like spastic. We're very logical in the way that we think, right? So if I know that I need some logical clarity on a topic or something that I've been ruminating on, I'm gonna call Jillian so that you can be my sounding board. Give me a second pair of ears to listen to this. Like, what is your advice? How do you see this from your perspective? That helps me to grow. Mm-hmm. Right? Or my best friend, Peta, that girl will tell me the shit that even my mama would be scared to tell me.
Yeah.
Peta is
you need friends like that. Exactly. You need those types of friends that will tell you, like, if you're not living in alignment or you're acting a damn fool, you need those types of friends that will like check you. And people think it's mean, but those are the friends that actually really fucking care about you. Yeah. The ones that are able to tell you those hard truths. Very true.
No, that
rocket ship, I'm just going to circle back to that, you guys. That was beautiful. I was like, let me just shed a tear. But it's so true. You have to let go of certain friends or certain things. You're always growing. So why would you think that everything's just going to stay as is? Yes. And it's hard sometimes. Like, I'm someone who gets super nostalgic.
Yeah, because change is scary. It's that's part of human nature. Change is going to be scary, but you have to learn to do things through the fear. I always say, stick with the plan, not with the feeling. Like, just follow the plan, not your feelings. If the plan is to grow and elevate, and as we get older, we become, hopefully we learn from our past experiences, and that imparts wisdom on us, right? So we become wiser as we get older. With that wisdom that you've gotten, your discernment should be elevated also, right? So now you can look, okay, this, or for example, like, let's say you had a party friend. This was when you were in your early 20s, right? Like you was a partier. You loved to go to the club, go out, and that girl, she was your party friend. Yeah. But now that you're no longer in that space, or you're no longer that woman, and she's still in her party girl era, but you're trying to like, hey, like, let's do a cute little brunch vibe. Let's go wine tasting. Let's build an empire. But she wants to be stuck in that party girl ways. Then what do? Now that you have experience and you're wiser, you recognize that her lifestyle and her what she has to offer as a friend, it no longer benefits you. Yeah. So why just keep like,
Yeah, I think friends with benefits. Like, let's rename that concept. Fuck the sex. It's like you really, and I think people think like, oh, your friendship shouldn't be transactional. They should be.
It should.
You should be getting something out of it.
Something.
Right.
Something should be gained. If you're not gaining anything from your friend, oh, baby,
you're feeling drained. You're feeling low vibes. You're like, anxious. That's not a good friend to have in your circle.
How I feel when I'm in your presence and how I feel after you've left. If after you've left, I feel relief, like, oh, thank you, God. I'm so happy they're gone. Should that person be considered a friend? You know what I mean? Or if you're in their presence and you're just like, you feel your battery draining, should that person be considered a friend? After hanging out with you, I'm like, oh, shit, I need about 7 shots. Like, that's very telling. Because, again, with friendships, you should gain something from it.
Yeah. And I think we just let people hang out in the roster.
Yes.
Like, clear it.
But also, I feel like as you get older, and here's the, you know how they say like old people are just so confidently cunty, like they are the cuntiest people, because as you get older, 1, you give less fucks about other people's opinions, and 2, you place a higher value on yourself and on your time. And when you're older, like me, now in my late 20s, I place so much value on my time and on who the fuck I am, because I know what I have to offer. I know what I bring to friendships and relationships. Yeah. So now that I'm older and I've learned to I've assessed a higher value on myself, I'm like, okay, cool. So now I'm not going to just give my time and my energy to anybody, because my time and my energy is fucking expensive. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to just give that out to who the fuck ever is just in my face in the moment. Now I'm more selective. Now I curate the perfect kind of people. I like to curate me a vibe. Yeah. And the people that I'm around, guess what? You are part of my curation. Yeah. Oh, I've deemed you curatable. Curatable. Now that I'm older, like, because before I used to look at myself like a buffet. All you can eat. If you here, come get as much of me, like not that way. Not fucking that way. But in terms of like friends, it's like, okay, yeah, I am a buffet. Like I'll go everywhere. I'll do whatever. Like just be my friend. Yeah. But now that I'm older, I'm an exclusive club. I am Soho House. Yeah. Like, what is the most? Is there a more exclusive club than Soho House? So many. Yeah. I am Soho House Pro Max. Like, once your frontal lobe is developed and your frontal lobe is lobing properly, then you start to look at yourself in a different air. And then once you look at yourself, like, you start to place a better value on yourself. And once you've placed a higher value on yourself, then you notice that, like, you accept less shit, because you're like, I'm a high value woman. How dare I let these people start treating me like I'm a hoopty. And now that we're talking about like saying yes to everything, another key thing for me when it comes to friendships, I cannot be around a yes man. Like, I feel like a true marker of if this person is your friend, because remember I was telling you about my best friend, she will tell me about myself. Right. Like, right. She will truly and genuinely tell me about myself. And for me, that is like one of the biggest acts of love, because I am a strong believer in, I can't say that I love you if I'm not willing to give you the hard truths. Yeah. Like, because giving someone the hard truths is harder than accepting the good things about them, right? So for example, like, if you were walking around with a booger up your nose, 9 out of 10 people are not going to acknowledge the fact that you have a booger up your nose. Why? Because it's uncomfortable for them to say to you that you have a booger up your nose. But that one person, your friend, you come up to me with a booger up your nose, I'm going to look at you like, bitch, is that a moon up your nostril? Why? Because you're my friend. Like, yeah. Was it uncomfortable to say it? Maybe. But I recognize that I would rather be uncomfortable slightly in that second telling you a hard truth than you walk around not being the best version of yourself. That's my thing. That's how I could tell, like, who is truly a friend and who's like a fake friend or a people pleaser. Like, if you're not willing to give me those hard truths, I feel like it's fake as fuck to now withhold that in like a vital piece of information that could help your friend and benefit your friend.
Just going off like yes men, social media, you don't like, you don't comment. Fuck that shit.
Literally is the biggest fucking red flag for me, because how are you my friend?
It scares the shit out of me when I see people who are like, you act like in person, you like me, but then I know you see my shit. Yes. And you don't do anything. And like,
or have you ever had a person who, like, they'll DM you? I've literally had people like when, mind you, when we released the podcast, I had people in my DMs like, oh my gosh, congratulations, blah, 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 blah. These same people did not even like the post. Talk less of commenting, talk less of sharing. They didn't even like the post. Why are you congratulating me in my DMs and you couldn't even like the damn post? Yeah. I feel like for me, that's scary, because you're trying to feign support. Like, I'm going to secretly act like I support you, but in public, I don't support you.
Yeah,
it's
weird.
Why the fuck are you here?
I think it comes down to they're just haters. Yeah. Or they're jealous. Yeah. Or honestly, it's probably just a mixture of fucking both.
I think it's a little sprinkle of everything.
Because when somebody can't support you, those are the people that are talking shit about you. Yeah. Those are the people that other people are looking, and if they're double tapping that photo and their little icons next to it, someone's gonna have a problem with that.
And my thing is, it literally costs $0.00 to support your friend on social media. $3.99 to do a little tap tap.
That's all.
Like, and again, for me, if you can't even do the small free thing, like, and people will say like, oh, it's just social media, it's not a big deal.
No, it's social media is real life. I'm so sick of that.
I hate just that shit.
Even in relationships, when people are like, who cares if they like photos, like guys, whatever, it's like no. And that's a whole nother, we'll trilogy. We're gonna
another
talk
episode.
We're gonna get into that shit,
get into the lore.
People are always like, it's not a big deal, it's not real life. Social media is real life.
It's real.
We have been raised on social media.
Yeah.
From fucking Xanga to MySpace to...
We are literally in our phones more than we're interacting with real human beings.
My phone is literally up my ass and around the corner.
No, I'm dead ass. But like, if you even... Our personal screen time aside, we are in our phones more than we are interacting with real people.
Yeah, of course.
It costs literally no time to just leave some comments. Throw some emojis if you have to, but more so, you should be leaving like thoughtful ass comments. The gayer, the better, in my opinion. Like, that's the marker of a true friend. If people are looking at your comments and they're like, is that bitch a lesbian? If they're not thinking we're in a lesbian relationship, we're not friendshipping right.
The people that are not commenting and liking are like those really fake friends that, like, I've had friends, and I'm sure everybody has, where when you're down, they are all over you. They love you. You're not thriving because you're below them, or right here, you're equal to them. But when you start to rise up, and I'm sure you experience this a lot with Perfect Match.
I'll tell you.
It's like they are suddenly in competition with you, and they don't really want to see you win. And you'll just see those secret hater friends. They're so detrimental.
That is even more detrimental than just like a person who doesn't like you, because I'm like, okay, if a person doesn't like you, then that's fine. Like, cool, you showed yourself, thank you, we're aligned, because I too don't like you, bitch, we're aligned.
Yeah.
But if you're acting like you're my friend and secretly praying for my downfall, that's
crazy.
That's a snake in the grass
shit right there.
That is a snake in the grass. And a friend will never see you as competition. Right. I am a strong believer in, you cannot be my friend and I am seeing you as a competition, because what is competition? Somebody has to win. There has to be a winner. So if I'm seeing you as competition, I'm looking at you like, oh damn, Jillian's ahead of me. How can I be better than Jillian? How can I win over Jillian? As opposed to, if you're really my friend and I see you doing great, I'm going to see you as a collaborator. Like, okay, Jillian's doing great. How can Jillian help me elevate, optimize? Friendship should be people helping people to reach their
best version of themselves. The Tolú 2.0.
Thank you.
That's
Say that again. Hold on.
The Tolú 2.0. Oh. There's just nothing that boils my blood. Friends that are just like secret little haters.
That was
I can't.
So dramatic.
Boils
my blood.
Do you ever notice like there's certain like sayings that Caucasians will say like that boils my blood?
White people sayings.
There really are.
And I feel like, no, there really are. And I feel like, here's my thing, Jilly. I feel like white people sayings was a core part of y'all's culture. And it kills me that like y'all have just let that die. Like, white people are not saying shit the way that they used to say shit. Y'all used to eat with them sayings. I really like, oh, that grinds my gears.
Grinds my gear.
You know what grinds my... I use that every fucking week. Every fucking week I'm going to tell you what grinds my gears. Or like, what's another one?
Like, I don't give a rat's
ass.
And like the emphasis on the ass.
I don't give a rat.
Eat that shit.
Oh, ass. I love that. Because you know how small a rat's ass is? Like, you know how small a rat's motherfucking ass is? For him to not even give that says a lot.
That says a lot.
That says a lot.
Or like, we got a wise guy. Ooh, I feel like that's like such a like,
we got a wise guy
over here.
Or no shit, Sherlock.
Ooh, I'd be shook.
No shit, Sherlock. Or like when they say, who died and made you king? I like that.
One. Or like pal, buddy,
buddy and pal.
Like, let me tell you something, buddy. I'd be like, oh.
Ooh, no, buddy and pal were derogatory terms for white people.
Derogatory as fuck.
And it's fucking hilarious because you know what it reminds me of? So in my culture, in Nigeria, we kind of have like a buddy pal equivalence. Mm-hmm. Like if okay, you know when a white person calls you their buddy or their pal, we are not friends for real. Like, I need to square up on some fisticuffs type shit. But Nigerians have something like that too. If we call you my friend,
Ooh.
Just know ain't nothing friendly being said right now.
Wait, I love that.
I'm like, my friend, are you okay? Are you okay, my friend? Like, we're not fucking friends. Like, you should actually run. You should break a bottle if you can.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we gotta bring him back.
No, literally, I think I need you to go. Y'all got a group chat?
Yes.
What is that?
Caucasians Connect.
Caucasians Connect.
Yeah. So I'll get to the group chat. I'll let them know.
On the white pages.
White pages. Oh my God. The diabolicalness hold on.
Yo, why didn't we have everybody's phone number?
Sharing where we lived. Hello, stalkers. Hello, sociopaths. Hello,
literally.
Serial killers.
And there was a book where you could just go and see everybody's address, phone number,
full name.
Literally.
Why were there more, like, there weren't that many scammers back then? I feel like people are scamming now all the time.
Yeah, because now the digital age has grown.
Hey, yeah, let me just give all my information for free.
Unhinged back in the day. That was the issue. Or not the issue. That's the issue with today. Today, we're more unhinged. Like, we are pretty unhinged. But motherfuckers, they just unhinged. No
Unhinged
pretty.
as
It's kind of
fuck.
ugly how unhinged they are.
No, that is crazy. Like, just absolutely diabolical.
White pages is so funny.
The white pages is crazy.
Caucasian Connect.
I feel like we got to talk about the Pope for a minute, because why are we acting like this is Real Housewives mixed with like America's Next Top Model? It's so dramatic.
Dance moms.
It's literally giving
The
dance
top.
moms. I never knew like how drama.
Francis is the first pope that I followed.
Are you first name basis here?
Yeah. You know my nigga Francis. I cannot say that. But this is the first American pope.
I know, from Chicago.
Oh, he's from Chicago?
Yeah.
He got the Bible blicky on him.
Everybody's been talking about the Conclave.
What is that?
I watched Conclave. Mind you, okay, I love Stanley Tucci, but that was such a fucking boring movie.
It's a movie. I thought it was like a dessert. It sounded like a pastry.
Conclave is giving like something tart, some fruit on top.
Like, can I have a conclave, a chocolate conclave?
Ooh.
Right?
There's certain words that like could be names. Do you ever think about this?
Yes.
Like give me like a name that shouldn't be a name.
Chlamydia.
See? And
I
like
feel like
syphilis can be like a cute.
Oh, like chlamydia and syphilis sisters.
Yeah. Come here, chlamydia.
Come here, Siffy.
I love that.
No, that's tea.
That is tea.
Do you remember there used to be like some crazy ass names like before celebrities just started naming their kids whatever the fuck they wanted. Actually, speaking of, can we talk about, I'm gonna talk some shit real quick. What's up with Nick Cannon and all his kids' names? Here's one. Her name is Powerful Queen Cannon.
That sounds like an AOL like screen name from like 2004.
No, literally. I was like, why is her name Powerful Queen? Or what's that name that Elon Musk named his
it's like a
15th child
X27
Xfinity something, or
it's just like listen, I'm cool to get a little creative here, but
LaDasha. Do you remember LaDasha?
Who's that?
That was like a lore in elementary school, that there was this girl, like one of my teachers told me that there was a girl in one of his classes, her name was LaDasha, and her name was spelled LE-A.
Oh. Okay, honestly, A+ for creativity.
I feel like that was tea.
That kind of eats.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna lie.
Remember how we talked about to be a good friend, you can't be a yes man ass bitch? So because we are great friends and we love you and we will never be yes men, we're going to give you some hard truths.
My takeaway for the week is going back to the conversation we were having about your energy. It was a lesson that I had to learn so much, but when somebody feels draining, listen to that. And it is okay to release people if they are not serving you.
I agree.
And they are not filling you up and you feel depleted after you hang out with your friends. It's okay to let them go. And I know it sucks to let go of friends, especially when you've had a friend for so long. You're like, oh, how do I break it to them that we're not aligned anymore? It's okay. Everybody will find better friends. It doesn't mean that they're not a good friend. It doesn't mean that you're not a good friend.
No, it
just
doesn't
means
mean they're not a good friend.
Well, they're not a good friend for you. Exactly. And their idea of a perfect friend is probably somebody else like yours is. It's like dating.
Yeah,
exactly.
precisely.
So date your friends, and you needed to hear that.
Period. Tea.
It's like slam poetry.
All right. I love this because I love telling my girlies and my girls, Gays and days. The girls and gays and
Thank
days.
you.
Period. But I love telling them the fucking hard truths. And here's my hard truth for today. We all need to go back, look at your list of friends, and maybe go through and recategorize. Because there's a lot of people, like, it's kind of like seasoning cabinet, right? There, you got that one thing of garlic salt that you ain't touched in about 15 years, just sitting there, garlic and salty. You know you don't use it. You know that you have no purpose for it. Why do you keep it around? Baby, let it go. Let it go.
The musical coming out soon. Pretty Unhinged musical coming out soon to a theater near you.
Go through the friendship tiers. Not everybody has to be your friend. Some people can be associates. Some people can be acquaintances, and that is okay. I feel like when you properly categorize who people are to you, you're able to have a better understanding of what your relationship is, what you can expect from them, and what they too can expect from you, or what you should feel entitled to give them or not give them. Like, but at the end of the day, I feel like a lot of the issues that us women have with like friendship heartbreaks really just stems from the fact that we're calling the wrong people friend. You need to recognize who deserves to be a friend of yours and who doesn't, and then sort them accordingly. And I know that that's difficult, and I know that it's hard, but you needed to hear that.
All right, listen, if you guys have gotten this far to the episode, drop a pink heart emoji.
Oh, that'd be so cute. Oh, let's see who our real comments, pretty people are.
Who's here till the end.
Yeah.
And we are going to put you in a secret group chat.
3 heart emojis, because it's a 3-person group chat. Whatever pink hearts you like, just make sure that they're pink, because we like to stay on brand here.
We have an aesthetic. Hello.
Like, hello? Don't fuck up the aesthetic. Don't be shy. Slide in our DMs. Slide in our comments. Leave us some stories. Tell us what you liked, what you didn't like. What are some topics that you want to hear about? What are some shit you want to know more about? Also, make sure you rate us 5 stars wherever you're listening to this, whether it's Spotify, Apple Music, if you're watching this on YouTube. Like, comment, and subscribe. The fuck? We wanna cater to you. I am made from the heart. Let me stop turning this into karaoke. I am Tolú Ekundare.
I'm Jillian.
You are a pretty person, and thank you for listening to Pretty Unhinged.
See you guys next week.